night reporter for the Daily Planet, walking the streets when from out of nowhere a super hearing picks up a robbery.
Give me your go.
Quickly he dashes into the phone booth. Starts to take his clothing off there. Quickly a cop comes up. Yes? What are you doing in the phone booth? I'm changing clothes on, sir. You can't change clothes in the phone booth. Come out of there. What do you think you are anyway? I'm Superman. Right. Bring a wagon in, Charlie. Come out of that phone booth. Look, I told you I'm Superman. Can't you see this red S on my chest? Right, I'm gonna give you a red S and a black eye. Right, if you don't come out of that phone. To say hello. Say hello. Say hello. I said, that's right. Hello. Say hello. I said, now this is marvelous. I get to Oh, Mom, listen. Erica can say hello. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. Come on, Erica, say hello. Let's scream out.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead. No, don't look around the room, Erica. Don't look around. No, you gotta say hello. Say hello, go ahead. 16 hours later, Mom, hang in there now. Come on, drink some coffee, walk around, okay? So here we go. Now, Erica, say hello. No, she never did. I had to hang up. Susan hung up. Hello. That's my daughter. Because, you know, now, there's a difference in the two, really. Now, the first one born, Erica. She was beautiful. She came out and said, ding, hello. My name is Erica. I love you both. Mommy, what time in the morning would you like to get up? Oh, I said, 8:30. She said, well, I won't wake up until 9 and I'll sleep straight through the night. And even if I'm wet, I will not even cry. And when I get up in the morning, you won't even hear me make a noise. I'll just say, my name is Erica and I love you both. Now, I said to my wife, look, this is great, you know, we gotta have another one right away, you know, or we lose whatever we have going for us, you know. So we did. Now this second one, Beelzebub. First of all, you come out of the shoot a month early, champagne in one hand, a cigarette in the other. All right, who's in charge here? You, the ugly guy. What are you doing here? I'm your father. Get rid of him, Mom. Time you been getting up in the morning? 8:30. Why would you believe 3:30? For no particular reason. And this is the way I cry. How's that shake up your spinal cord? But I'm a good father, though. I'm a good father. I take care of my kids, man. You wouldn't find a more protective man, you know. I'm protecting all of that. But I will not change diapers. No, sir. Do not like surprises. Will you tell me what the heck it is with 2-year-olds that they are so infatuated with the toilet bowl? My daughter can't even get up fast enough before she's in that toilet bowl with her right arm. Fast. We got a 2-year-old shepherd, he's in there. And she's fast. She's in that toilet bowl all the time, staying there until her arm turns into a Bruin. I don't understand it. Bought $180 worth of Christmas gifts. She went right to the toilet bowl. Right. I was coming up, see, I was an only child for 7 years. I had that blessed moment for 7 years. Oh, it was really great, man. I ate regular, had a lot of clothes, 2 pairs of shoes, lots of corduroys, ties. Guys in my neighborhood, I was the only child in my neighborhood. Other guys were suffering. No food, no nothing. Guys just walking around with the air herbs. You know, that's when your stomach is empty. I never let them know I had a good meal. I'd walk out, I'd make some kind of sound. The guys were really hungry. Got to the point where they were chewing water. Oh, yeah. Then my mother comes up to me one day. I'm sitting around reading a comic book, you know, cooling it. And she says, "You're going to have a little brother or a sister." I said, "Why? You unsatisfied with my work?" "No, I'll make improvements for you. What are you bringing other people in the house for?" Then I found out, Planned Parenthood, see, they're smart. Have a kid, 7 years old, make them the babysitter. Now I got to look after these 2 brothers of mine who happen to be the worst kids in the world to get along with when the parents leave. Why do parents do that? Leave the oldest to watch the youngest. You know you can't control them. And they know they can get away with anything. And besides that, they stand at the door when the parents are getting ready to leave with the most pitiful look on their faces, stand up there in their PJs, about 2 seconds off of crying. And they always follow the parents with their heads. "Mommy, you going out? Daddy, you going out? Mommy, you going out?" Yeah, that's all they say. You know, the whole time parents are getting dressed. "You going out? You going out?" My father was cool. "Come on, let's hurry up. Let's get out of here." And as soon as they close that door, these 2 guys start crying on me, man, for 12 days. One used to run in place when he cried. And the other stood beside him and vibrated. With all the flying hanging from him. Couldn't take it. "Will you shut up?" "You better not hit us either." "Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?" And he cries so long they get tired and they fall asleep by the door, but they're still evil, still crying. Then they cut that out and the body's still vibrating. And they start sup-supping. Then the door opens, they've been sleeping by the crack. The parents hit them in the head with the door. And they lie on you. "He set us on fire twice. We're not to play and left the gas on for 3 days. Never forget those guys. But when I was a kid, see, then I had a lot of fun. Parents would go out. "Go on, get out. Have fun." I do what I want to do. Nothing wrong. I hold the world's record for flushing things down the toilet. You're looking at the world's record holder right here. I flushed a whole woolen top coat down the toilet. See, you start with the sleeve. You just don't start with the top and the shoulder. That's too thick. Start with the sleeve. See, you just sucks it. Look, I'm telling you, it's brand beautiful. It was a beautiful sight. I just stood there and just marveled at myself. Went out and told the boys, none of them believed it. And I showed them a wet top coat next day because it came back. Have you ever had your father give you a beating with a wet top coat? "You son of a gun!" All over the house and tape. But I didn't like to play it too much in the bowl. I liked the tank. You know the tank over the bowl? There's a tank, a little square tank. I used to go in and take the lid off. And then take off all my PJs. I had a little sailor cap that probably gave it for Christmas, and I used to climb into the tank. That was my submarine. And I sit in there, and there's a little plunger down at the bottom, you know. I used to hold that. Fire 1 torpedo. Fire 2. Fire 3. We're out of water, sir. All right. Let it rise. Let it rise. Yeah, I used to love that. I was never really a bad kid, though. I mean, believe it or not, I never really was. There was one time in my whole school life that I was almost suspended from school for smoking in the bathroom. And I really don't even smoke. That's the whole thing about it. I went in the bathroom with about 5 other kids when we were in shop. And we said, "Let's go to the bathroom." He said, "Go ahead." He was so happy to get rid of us. So we went in the bathroom, and one guy broke out a cigarette he'd stolen from his father. Look, man, I stole a cigarette from my father. It's all bent up and the tobacco's falling out. Just light it up. So I'm watching these guys, just watching them passing the cigarette around. I said, that is really dumb. Smoking is really dumb. Now look at you. All you're doing is you're sucking in the smoke and blowing it out, and sucking it in and blowing it out, and you may make a circle now and then, but what else have you got? Like it would really be cool if you'd suck it in and keep it in there, So one of the guys said, yeah, man, but that ain't it. The whole thing about it is, you just suck in on it, see? And I put it in my lungs. Now I talk to you, and I say a lot of things, and you don't see any smoke coming out of my mouth, right? See, I can talk to you all the time. Just say, hi, do. Everything going right? Yes, fine, see, and no smoke. So I said, do that again. He said, it's very simple. Now, see how I'm talking to you? I say a lot of things. I run around circles and everything, and just pat you on the back, say, how you doing, Kyle? How's everything? See, you don't see any smoke coming out of my mouth, right? What do you think of that? I said, well, now, that's cool. That's cool. Let me try it. I said, how do you do it? He said, well, you just suck it into your lungs. And then when you talk, you don't breathe out. Just suck it into your lungs. And don't breathe out, right? Okay, good. Yeah, that's it. Keep going. No, but it ain't no fun. I couldn't breathe that time. My lungs don't want that in there. No, go ahead. Take a second in now. Go ahead. Okay, all right. Don't rush me now. Don't rush me. All right, now don't breathe out. Now talk to me. Yes, I'm talking to you now. Rich, how you doing? It's nice to see you. That's pretty cool. A little dizzy, but it's pretty cool. Try it again. Go ahead. Okay. But keep an eye out for the vice principal. Wait. Okay. Vice principal. All right, who's smoking in here? And he was very cool. He waited. And I gave him my answer. I wasn't smoking. There was a room full of smoke. When I came in, I breathed that in. Yeah, boy. Now, I do not understand why. I do not understand it. And I don't think I'm supposed to understand it. No, listen, you guys agree with me now. First of all, what is it in the makeup of a married woman? Because they are two different people, a single woman and a married woman. A single woman is hungry. She's out there trying, please, somebody, let me have a man somewhere. I'll do anything. I'll dress on time. I'll cook for you. I'll sew. I'll let you gamble. I won't bother you. And I'll do all these things. And then when you get married. All right, Herman, we got you. All right, now sit down and have your breakfast. That's the first thing. And you're not going out on them Thursday nights when I used to let you go out. Remember the fine time you used to have with the boys gambling? Cancel that out. We're going to church. I don't understand what it is about. Why is it that a man has to constantly say to the woman that he married, which means that he gave up a heck of a lot by saying I do. Now he's got a partner that follows him everywhere he goes. See, how come there's always a thing where the lady wakes him up 3 o'clock in the morning, on time every time, to ask the dumb question of the morning. The dumb question of the morning. Now, I love to sleep. I love sleep so much. I'd enjoy sleep like a good steak. I really do. If you could peek into my bedroom and see me sleeping, you'll never see me like... I never sleep like that. I enjoy sleep. I say, that's the way I sleep. Oh, that was wonderful. I love sleep, man. Now I feel this finger digging into my shoulder blade.
Here's 1963, it's October 25th.
I try to say, what is it, dear? But it always comes out. And then she hits me with the dumb question of the morning. Dear, if I die, will you get married again? Now, what has that got to do with 3 o'clock in the morning? And you got to ask her, dear, how long have you been sitting up thinking about this? You know, have you been sitting up since 8 o'clock at night waiting for this answer? I don't understand you. No man in his right mind has ever said, dear, if I die tomorrow, will you get married? No man ever said that. Only women. Only women. Weird people. 13. See, they don't mark that mustard. The Food and Drug Administration should make them mark the mustard, man. Because everybody's got to go one time. First time to a Chinese restaurant, man. And I went in. I had this girl with me. I was so smooth. I was cool, Jack. I had tie and suit and everything, man. And $3. And I ain't never been in a Chinese restaurant before, you know. And you know how you are when you date, man. You only have $3. There's a dude in your brain keeps saying, we ain't gonna be able to afford this. It's gonna be very embarrassing. And another one keeps saying, yeah, well, we'll tell her. When? After she's eaten it or what? You know. So you go in, and they had the bowl with the mustard. And I'm from Philadelphia, man. Philadelphians put mustard on everything. I mean, they put it on Jell-O, anything, man. And there's a bowl there, and it's not marked. Now, if you go to a Mexican restaurant, they got a bottle there. It says H-O-T. And even if you can't read, it's got a picture of the devil. Chinese restaurant, they don't mark nothing, man. That's why they're all sitting there watching you. They're looking for somebody who don't know nothing about the mustard. And I sat down, and the girl was nice, man. She ordered 2 egg rolls. And I said I wasn't hungry, you know. Which took care of my order, you know. And they brought them in. I just took one of the egg rolls, and you know, when you're poor, you try to get as much as you can for your money's worth, you know. So I just dumped the whole thing down in the bowl, man. Came up with about 8 tablespoons of mustard and put it in my mouth. I was doing all right while I was chewing it, you know. She never knew. The only thing that gave me away was my eyes started bleeding. And my nose started running, you know. But she went home and told her mother I was a junkie.